Alright, check it out. Picked up these new RC4 drive mud slinger 1.0 scale tires. I think I nailed it pretty good on the Glacier. Got some foams in these ones. I feel like these are directional. So I'm gonna mount them how I think. So looking at them side by side, I'm thinking the truck may have to have some sort of lift kit. We're gonna have to figure out how to raise this up somehow. Well, as long as it don't flex, it would work. But with it flexing, it gets into this fender real bad. So we're gonna definitely figure out a way to raise it up just a little bit. So what I did on the front was just moved it from that upper hole, which is just basically a cast-in standoff, lowered the shock, drilled a really super small hole, and then used the 2mm screw to tap itself in. And that pretty much, the front's not bad, it's pretty soft. The rear is very stiff, but I took it off from the standoff up here, right here, and moved it to the screw for the cross brace. If you can see that right here. And I think I'm gonna do something in between there. I'm gonna drill a small hole and put it there and see if it'll lower it just a touch and soften it up a little bit. We'll move on to the driver. Alright, so here we are. This is the driver that was in it. This is the guy we're going to put in it. We tried him before and he was too tall, but I took a little out of his midsection, lowered him down, so hopefully he'll clear everything. And thank my man Corey and his bride for the screwdrivers. These precision screwdrivers worked great to get this body off here in a timely fashion. So he was still just a touch too tall, so I took a little bit out of his neck and glued his head back on. So I think while we let that dry, we're going to take a look at the what it would take to change this motor while we're here, since we're so close. Might as well take a look and see. There's a Phillips screw holding the drive shafts to the transmission outputs. So pull those and drop the drive shaft out of it. Pull this front one. There's two screws on the bottom. It seems as though the zero by 1.5 Phillips seems to fit everything better. Be sure to hold that little plastic piece down there. We'll pull off the board. And it looks like there's 3 screws that hold everything together. Quite a few gears in there. Let's try to remember, or not drop them out of there. So what it is there's a screw there, and a screw there. You take them two screws off, and the motor will pull out. The pinion's just pressed on there, so you can just pull that off and push it on your new motor, and just screw it all back together. And just reverse the process, put it back together, just like that. Hopefully that was kind of helpful. I'm going to plug it in. The little notch goes forward. And plugs right in. I'm going to grab the radio and the battery and just make sure that spins free before I put it all back together. So I can snug this up just a little more. As you can see, it's not much. Just make sure it spins free. You're all set. Plug that and bolt it all back together in the reverse order you took it apart. This body off shot of the shocks. This is the front. Kind of see. Sorry about my lighting. I don't know what's going on with it today. And the rear, I just drilled a hole between that cross brace and the original shock mount, and then just used the screw to tap itself in there. Alright, well, he's fitting. A little more work than I thought it was going to be, but he's in there. He don't look quite as bad as the other guy. He's not hitting his head, so I think we're good. Guess let's get this thing back together. Well, there it is. Got the mud slingers from RC4WD on there. Got the driver adjusted to look proportionate to the truck. Got it lifted up so the tires fit. Good to go. Little test drive real quick. Good to go. So, till next time.